Alright, Mennonites. What's his mate? Lord Mintmortar wants to see us, so I'm gonna eat some fucking royal jelly and I'm gonna have a look around.
Look, markings on the floor. Just a bit worn out.
Yeah,
I was hoping to find something leading to a secret passage.
We Google this, we Google up there, we Google that. I think there's nothing new in here. Weird flickering light. Man in the comment pointed out, what's this called again? Thing we needed to see up. That apparently one of these paintings didn't exist yet, or Washington was dead at this point in history. Obviously, thingy. Okay, what's it called? That's just agility. Okay, you just stuck your fingers through your skull. That's worrying.
If I get a chance, I may have to take a little tour through the rooms of the other guests.
Well now, yeah. I'm interested in pillaging through people's shit.
Monseigneur, His Eminence Cardinal Piaggi.
Not allowed to go in there. Do a quick run to see which doors we are, in fact, allowed to do. I really want to see or read or whatever what Mitch put in his put in the letter, the name he added. Check with Washington.
Let no one disturb me. I'm busy.
Too bad. I'll see him later.
Moping. Mopedent. Probably angry about his cauliflower teeth or whatever.
Monseigneur, His Eminence Cardinal Piaggi.
Fuck, I got disorientated and ran the same way back. I'm very smart today. Stab someone to death with my chin.
That's the door to Elizabeth's room.
Yeah. Oh no, knocking here. Just bodies.
For God's sakes,
straight
what happened in here?
Maybe she's just messy. Looks like she's just messy. Except maybe the torn down thing.
My dear Elizabeth, I'm writing to inform you of some unfortunate news. We won't be able to meet as planned on the first Sunday of May. I've been told that you're no better, and, unfortunately, your brothers and I are absolutely snowed under by the work required to govern this new country. Please excuse us. As soon as we can get free, even if it's just for a day, I promise we shall come and see you. Your loving father, John Adams. P.S. Don't hold it against your mother. She still isn't ready. Please don't judge her. I'm sure you'll be able to put all of this behind you one day.
Oh, John Adams, you got to use a semicolon. I always wanted to use a semicolon. I don't know what it's like. Oh, we're gonna subvertige into this fucker.
A chest with a half-circle pattern.
Garage. Animations are a bit weird now. More jelly.
An untutored hand copied these notes. Looks like a healing method. Well, that's a pity. The writing is barely legible.
Oh, analyze. Occultism and science. Let's occultism it.
Feet and hands are bound. A piece of cloth in the mouth prevents the tongue from being sectioned. It looks like preparation for an exorcism. Is Elizabeth really possessed?
Cannot be manipulated. That is good to know.
The note suggests binding the feet and hands, then blocking the jaws using a piece of cloth to prevent the tongue from being sectioned. That looks like a method to control an epileptic fit. I wonder if Elizabeth is the one being treated for that illness.
This is interesting. Bit odd that these two are in the same category, but that's alright. We could not have. Maybe remove evidence of thingy? Okay, let's have a look here. She had a scar, didn't she, Elizabeth? On the side of her head, yeah. It looks like one of those flaps to open to fuck around, or it also looks like, and she's got one bloodshot eye. Oh, that's where Thingy punched her, I think. See if we remember. He's immune to manipulation, so both. She's immune to manipulation. She's immune to logic. Oh, I'm gonna forget this when we're fighting them. Although I can look at these mid games, so that's nice. Some more jelly. Devil's Fawn.
Looks like I found a box containing some kind of white crystals.
Consume the crystals. Well, are those white? They look like onyx.
These are magnesium crystals.
Oh.
A fairly effective remedy for easing anxiety.
Ah, another one. Okay, well. Oh.
Looks like I found a box containing
Yes, we
some
see
kind
this.
of white crystals.
Okay, we're full of golden thingy. We don't have any negative alterations right now. That one's nice. One more amber, we get one more effort. Oh yeah. Subtle motherfucker. Slowly gaining myself some psychology while not even being in the diplomat thing. I assume that's diplomat, isn't it? Yeah. Hello, pentagram. No comment? Maybe? Oh, hello. Spot hidden. Helps me from another game. Calm like water, I forget. Next goes is. Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, I shouldn't use any more jelly. Just in case. We saw that letter. Just in case we get a nap and get more for free. You can use it mid-finger.
A
as well.
novel of the initiation of a young woman into polite society.
August 24th, 1792.
What was that noise?
Elizabeth,
Uh-oh.
I'm driven to despair and doubt there is any point in writing to you. I'm not even sure you'll receive my letters. Father controls my correspondence more and more. I am certain he filters our exchanges. Thankfully, one of the chambermaids is able to help me get my letters to you. But they still remain unanswered. I often think about you and pray every day to be able to hold you tight. We have so much time to make up. I beg you, answer me, please. Your loving sister, Abigail. P.S. That horrible woman came again yesterday. She spent a long time speaking with Father. I didn't understand everything because they spoke in French, but I'm sure they were talking about you.
So I'm thinking she was being treated somewhere. I'm not sure what they did with epilepsy at this point, or exorcism. I know our mother was a cultist, or is. Community psychology. So...
30 November, 1791. My dear sister, the cancellation of our reunion hit me like a stab to the heart. Father told me it was for your well-being, but I can't help but blame him. He claims that your condition has worsened and that it could be dangerous for both of us if we met. If only I knew where you were, believe me, I'd be at your side. I haven't received any news from you in a long time. Please write. Your loving sister, Abigail. P.S. I hope you like the enclosed talisman.
Talisman. So, where's the thing? J. So, like, where is she? God damn it. A lot of stuff. Oh, she's immune to both psychology and manipulation, so she has more than one vulnerability. I see. I thought they had one each. Declared stillborn. Oh. bipolar it says here. Fits of anxiety, therefore the magnesium, I suppose. Treatment, controls her, young woman continued to descend into folly. Yeah, I'm assuming that lobotomy is usually the go-to for this stuff, but that's done through the nose as far as I know. Not the scar there, so I'm not really sure. Epilepsy might be caused by some of the other crap, if that actually is a thing. Okay, I think I'm almost done here. Pilfering. Well, that was interesting. I thought that noise was someone coming. I always think that it does the old adventure game thing where it lets you look at a certain amount of things before you get noticed.
President George Washington.
Oh. I got disorientated again. So I try to pick the things that I'm most interested in. But we learned a lot there. Immune to manipulation and psychology, was it? And she's vulnerable to questioning. We don't have any skills in questioning, do we? Not really. Yeah, it's up there. Do we actually have any books we might be able to read on that? Little cultism, I don't think we need that much more. We have it unlocked, so we can always just spend a bunch of effort to use it. Linguistics, this one would be nice to read if I could find the final bit of the encyclopedia. That one, the Ricketts notes, that's our Nans. Etiquette, we're learning that one. And another etiquette. Is there anything we can do to get ourselves some stuff? This one would be nice. One more manipulation, one more subterfuge. Oh, that's the levels. Oh, I thought this is how many times we use it. Yeah, I need to make better use of these opportunities. When I see these things, there's a timer, and I always just click one of them. I wonder if I can mouse over to see what kind it is. Before, I've just sort of been clicking them and kind of just picked one that I might not have been good at. Manipulation and psychology. Ooh, Machiavellian. Ugh. Oh, hello. Erudition and occultism. That might be worth it. Because this means we can swap stuff around. This is number of users. That's nice. Initiated. All of Lord Mortimer's immunities and vulnerabilities. We know he's immune to conviction, but we can't do that anyway, so... Use exactly one consumable of each type during a quest. We could do that now, honestly. We could pop one of each, since we actually have quite a few lying around. We've used one of these. Could just use one of each of these. We're full on golden elixirs anyway. I might do that. Next dialogue, I might eat a 3 and 4. Hopefully it won't be timed.
Monsieur Johann von Wulner.
Vilna. No, Wulner, actually. You don't F the double V, I think. Which is called W, I think. We call it double V. Which makes more sense because it is a fucking double V, it's not double U. Silly English. Okay, that's one of the ways down.
Sir Jacques Peru?
That was the guy that...
That must be the door to the room of the soldier I saw in my vision.
Monsieur Napoleon Bonaparte.
This guy weird about boners. hope he ain't home.
Hannibal crossing the Alps. Another military success. Why do I get nothing but visions of horror in my room? And he gets victory after victory?
Well, he's a military man. You're in your mother's room. He was an occultist. Is. Devil's Fawn, another one.
The Prince by Machiavelli.
Uh-oh.
Perfect read for anyone with a surfeit of ambition. That might come in handy.
Napoleon is immune to politics. Well then. I'm thinking he might be in there, so I'm looking at as
The
much as I
Battle of
can.
Alexander at Issus, or how Alexander the Great triumphed over King Darius. Yet another one with delusions of grandeur.
Ugh. Not agile enough. It's weird they have these bookcases with no ladders in here. They just expect the guests to jump at them.
A bicorn decorated with a cockade. It must belong to a French soldier.
Is it normal not knowing who Boner Man is? I mean, at this point, he might just have been a soldier at this point. I guess maybe Mortimer installed him in the position he ends up in. Got no vigilance.
My dearest son, I'm writing to implore you to act quickly. The situation is rapidly worsening here. Paoli continues to steer our motherland, Corsica, toward open warfare between France and England. His men are everywhere. We are obliged to go into hiding and are unable to remain in the same place for more than 2 days. I wouldn't be surprised if they targeted us soon. Make haste, my son. You hold our destiny in your hands. Your
Yeah.
loving mother, Maria Letizia Bonaparte.
Bonaparte, he says here, but pronounces it very Frenchily on the thing. Yeah, I'm assuming that the twist, or at least the game's take on this, is going to be that Mortimer is largely, or whatever happened here, it's largely responsible for Napoleon rising the way he did. Is my guess.
My dearest son,
Oh. Coins everywhere. Hey, enough amber to
Amber.
yeah. Very big thing in DK Amber.
French actor Talma is Nero in Britannicus, the last emperor of the Caesar dynasty.
That's not what the subtitle said.
French actor Talma is Nero in Britannicus, the last emperor of the Caesar dynasty.
Well, I mean, I think the game is French, so this is the translation. I guess liberties were taken. Full and golden elixir. Well, I'll just fucking drink one then. That's a 2. I can't use it unless I have a negative alteration. Gotta find someone to pull a gun on me.
Vercingetorix throws down his arms at the feet of Julius Caesar by Royer, 2 great army chiefs.
Warlords.
My dear Napoleon, as previously agreed, I would like to ask you to join us in January on my island to participate in the High Society meeting organized for the occasion. We shall be able to continue our discussion about our project for a new order for France. I have a proposition to make to you concerning your wish to put a strong leader at the head of France. I trust you to be discreet as to your coming. See you soon. Lord William Mortimer.
Suspicion intensifies. Well, I think we're done in here. Well, good thing I didn't eat the other shit. I'm assuming I'm going to be hiding here at some point. I hear someone shuffling about. Hello, servant.
Might be better to take a different stairway.
Ah, so I see we have a scripted sequence going on.
Duke Manuel Godoy.
Godoy. We have a scripted sequence going on when we enter from the other stairwell.
Huh, that's me.
Oh, I'm not allowed to go in my own thing. We didn't find, what's it called? Oh, what's her face? I keep mixing her up. Emily's thing, did we? Did I miss it? Okay, so they're revealed as I go into them. That's fine. Oh, hello. Did I miss that the first few times, or do new ones appear? I hope they don't appear. Ah, there she is. Okay, so he's there, so I'm not...
It might be better to take a different stairway.
Okay, well, down we go. Really liking this game. May do a replay with different skills. I say that, we're on episode 1. I think there's 5 or something.
Excuse me, Monsieur de Richet?
Hold on. Let me just check. Psychology and manipulation. Questioning is what she's vulnerable to, and we
I
can't
really
do
need
that.
to talk to you.
Is this about last night?
No, that was just a misunderstanding. I'm sure it was a little bit my fault, too.
There's no excuse for that man's horrible behavior. You ought to tell Sir Home.
Look, the only thing that I care about is that I've lost something precious.
The
I'm
amulet?
not worried about Jacques Peru.
Medallion?
You didn't happen to lose this, did you?
Where did you find it?
In the small salon.
It's the only reminder I have of my beloved sister. I thought that swine stole it from me. You're her son. Sarah de Richet's son.
Yes. Why?
Last night, I found out that your mother was on the island. What are you doing here?
My mother came here to do business with Lord Mortimer, but she seems to have gone missing. So I'm here to find her.
I know your mother very well.
Really?
Yes, I have been in your mother's...
I really like I can pause mid-conversation because I need to say this. So, say that you know was grayed out. I'm assuming the thing we couldn't read in there refers to that horrible woman in the other one as being our mother, as previously assumed. Also, I really like the way the I mean, the facial animations are okay for the most part. I think they are dubbed to French and well, I mean, lip sync to French and just dubbed in English, maybe. But the way their foreheads furrow when they speak, that's a detail you don't often see. Pay attention to her head when she says the stuff, Tilda here.
hair ever since I was born.
She nursed you.
Oh, I wouldn't say nursed. No. I remember her stare, cold as ice. Her sadistic hands pressing over my mouth to silence me while I screamed in pain. I remember her knees, too. She held me down with them while she cut and burned scars into me.
Hold on a minute. What do you mean?
You can ask her when you see her.
Huh, she's getting more and more agitated.
Frame drop, as he said.
Look, I've got to go.
Wait.
I figured.
I need to know more about you and my mother. Why did she put you through all of that? There must be some reason for what she did.
What's the point of rubbing salt in the wounds?
She's immune to that.
I want to find out what really happened.
No, you really don't want to know what your mother did when I shed my first blood at puberty.
On the contrary, you can tell me anything. Let me be my own judge.
I know your little game. You're no different from the rest of them. You couldn't give a damn about me. The only thing you're interested in is finding out about your mother.
Don't say that. Not everyone wants to use you.
That was a success.
Some people care about you, don't they? Haven't you got a sister?
Yes,
I'm sure she loves you with all her heart.
she's the only one who cares about me. I would have put an end to it all by now if it weren't for her. Since you insist, I'll tell you how I met your mother.
Thanks for trusting me.
You see, before I was born, my mother often suffered from hallucinations and fits of anger. Soon people could barely recognize her. She became a completely different person. So my father spent an enormous amount of money paying for the best doctors, but none of them were able to cure her. The last resort was to call a priest.
So, is that what your father did?
No. He went to an expert in the occult.
And had them test it out on
My
you.
mother.
Her reputation already extended beyond our borders. My mother's fits stopped at my birth, and Sarah de Richet concluded that the evil had passed into me.
Oh.
Not only did it encourage her to stay, but she took the opportunity to advise my father to separate me from the rest of my family. That's how I was declared stillborn. My fate was decided that very day.
It would coincide with my mother's frequent trips to America.
I had my first fit when I was 3. That's when your mother began her experiments to rid me of the evil inside.
I understand how you feel, but I know my mother. I'm sure she had her reasons, even if it seems difficult to believe.
Everything she put me through was all for nothing. My whole life was ruined for nothing.
So what brings you here then?
My father used to know Sir Holm. He offered to introduce me to the world's leading authority in the occult.
Lord Mortimer.
He was my last hope. Until I found out he had also invited your mother.
It's got to be a coincidence. I don't believe for a second she's come here for you.
You can't change my mind about this, Louis. My days are numbered, and I know it.
Is that Mortimer? Is that Godoy? Yeah, our mother might certainly have been nice to us because she was grooming us, but she might have been horrible to her. Also, that was a long time ago, so she might have learned more in the meantime. But it's, well, we need an assumption to go on, but I wonder. And we use this quite a lot. I wonder if we eventually will not be able to use things because they are not high enough level. Or if it'll just cost points. Oh yes, everything starts in... Oh, I see, so I can use anything. Wait, what? Huh? Okay, so these, because I picked a cult, these are unlocked automatically at level 1 without me putting any points in. The psychology somehow is unlocked. That was from a book, was it? Or was that from something else? Might be a trait. Might be that. Hey, we got one questioning. The things he's weak to. Very fine. 2 more and we can start using it actively. Okay, we have about a minute and a bit left. I'm going to see if we can do a quick search of this place. This is where we need to hiccup. This is where we need to go, so I'm going to see if there's some stuff. There's a servant there. I'm going to thought he would be preventing me from going elsewhere. There's Cronus once again, or Saturn as we call him here. I believe Cronus was the Latin one. The Greeks had this. No, wait, this is the other way around. The Romans decided that they want to adopt the Greek pantheon, and they renamed everything. Zeus became Mars, and so on. Is this a small saloon? It isn't, but I can go there. Red saloon on the first floor. Is this it? Oh, I see. It's the... So it's not the small saloon. I might check out the small saloon before we stop. Maybe talk to this guy. Hello.
What can I do for you, sir? I am at your service day and night, sir.
I'd like to manipulate me.
As I was unable to bring my personal effects with me, I was wondering if you could find me a few items.
Of course, sir. What would you require?
Nice, okay.
What's that book you're hiding in your jacket?
The Sorrows of Young Werther by Goethe, sir. And I am not hiding it.
Hand it to me, please.
It is damaged, sir. I would never dare lend sir a book in such a pitiful state, sir. I took it to restore.
Is that a fact? Well, give me my Erlkönig, mate.
Hang on, but it's mine.
Beg pardon, sir?
It's my book. I'm telling you, it's my book.
With all due respect, sir, I hope sir will understand that I have doubts. You see, I found it in Lord Mortimer's library.
Huh, there you are then. That's exactly where I left it.
I am quite put out, sir. I don't know what to say.
In that case, I suggest you say nothing and hand it over.
But
Now!
But sir, Very well, sir. Here you are. May sir take good care of it. It is damaged.
And you've damaged it as well? Well, bravo. Bravo.
No, I didn't do anything.
Aw.
It wasn't me, sir.
Say pardon.
Pardon me, sir.
Very good. There were some other things I wanted to go over with you.
What a knob. Goethe was most famous for his short story poem type things, I think. As far as if it's the whole novel ending with the suicide of his hero, psychology, okay. Amber, I guess?
My good fellow, would you have any amber available?
I would, but unfortunately I don't think I am authorized to give it out, sir. I believe it is a precious stone.
Well, see, I wonder if when I reveal the vulnerabilities, it says for one conversation, so I'm guessing I'm having to remember it and it won't be put to my log, but fuck it.
Well, no point in lying, you know. I know full well you haven't got any.
I would never think of lying, sir. I don't believe I am authorized to give it away, that is all.
Amber? Here? I'd be surprised.
Yet I assure you, sir,
No, you're pulling my leg. I don't believe you.
I wouldn't dare to joke with sir.
Yeah, sure. You're just leading me on.
Louis.
I dare you to show it to me, if you really have some.
Well then, sir, here is a piece.
Ah, right. Well, I'm impressed. Can you lend it to me for a minute?
Of course, sir. Here.
Wow, I can hardly believe it. Well, I have other questions.
Of course, sir. But, sir, I believe you haven't given me back the amber, sir.
What? What amber?
The piece I gave to sir.
Louis.
No, I don't know what you're talking about. You really ought to look after your things. And it can't be easy to come across amber in these parts.
Well, does sir desire anything else?
Well, that seems like, well, we wouldn't be able to get anything out of him after that, but I guess so. Carmelite, I think?
A little Carmelite water would do me a lot of good. Could you find me some, please?
Oh, the tonics are under lock and key, sir. Lord
Let me just have a look, just to make sure. We're running a bit over time. Carmel is number thingy. That's number 3. Number 4.
only allows access to them in cases of emergency.
That's the 3 one, right? Hey, 3.
Listen, I suffer from terrible migraines, and the voyage by boat has brought on my rheumatism. So, unless you have anything else to alleviate the pain, please give me some quickly. Thank
Also
you.
science.
Oh, and the one from Bordeaux, right? I prefer it to the one from Paris.
Immediately, sir. Here. I hope sir will get well again quickly. Anything else, sir?
Well, I kind of want to roll for the other stuff as well, just to get the
I
thingies.
still haven't quite recovered after that boat crossing. Would you happen to have any devil's thorn by any chance?
I am sorry, sir, but the devil's thorn may be just a plant, but it is also a powerful psychotropic drug that causes undesirable diuretic effects.
Well, I need a
I
wee.
would advise against sir taking any.
I need a wee, mate.
You see, Tribulus cystoides is from the Zygophalaceae family, very rich in nitrates and potassium chloride. It was used in India 700 years before Christ, my good fellow, and I know nothing better to perk you up.
Oh, as sir wishes. Here is the herb, sir. May
Wonder
I
if
help you in anything else,
He has
sir?
anything, he's not vulnerable to this guy. Yeah, we're burning through our effort, but we have decent amount of stuff. Golden elixir we don't have room for, but I think this is our only chance to talk to him.
You
so.
wouldn't have a little golden elixir I could use, would you?
Oh, unfortunately, sir, I have orders not to give any of that medicine to any of Lord Mortimer's guests. Some guests are here to follow a very strict treatment. Mixing or combining certain substances would be dangerous for sir.
Free.
My good fellow, you're right. One should never mix treatments without the advice of an expert. It so happens that I usually make my own golden elixir, but I haven't brought my kit with me. Perhaps, in that case, would you fetch a spoonful of ethyl alcohol, ethereal oil, and 10 milliliters of ethanol for me? Along with that, a small quantity of gold, please.
Ethereal
Just a few
oil.
crumbs will suffice.
Ah, I see that sir knows his subject. Therefore, I see no reason why I shouldn't give them to you. I hope that will be enough for you, sir, because I haven't any more.
Thank you. That will be fine.
May I help with anything else, sir?
No, that will be adequate. We're gonna talk to him some more next set. But for now, let's just have a look at what that gain does. I think we are quite happy here. Make dialogue choices before one more, and we should get another. We should get a vigilance. All the time we use manipulation. Nice, grinding that. Well, good here. Ugh. That's pretty nice. Yeah. So that guy's vulnerable to science. So he was just playing along when we were talking about what to put in there, because knowing our stuff, he must just have thought we knew about our stuff, because if he's vulnerable to science, he probably doesn't know much about it. So, jack of all trades, that's alright. Anyway, time for watching then, and next time.